Managing cash flow is one of the most critical aspects of financial health. Whether you're running a household, a small business, or just handling your personal finances, cash flow refers to the movement of money in and out of your accounts. Essentially, it's about balancing what you earn with what you spend. If you don't manage your cash flow effectively, you might find yourself struggling to pay bills, cover unexpected expenses, or even keep your business afloat. In today's video, we'll explore practical and straightforward strategies to help you manage your cash flow better and avoid the stress of running out of money. Understanding cash flow. Before diving into strategies, it's essential to understand what cash flow really means. Cash flow is simply the difference between the money coming in, income, and the money going out, expenses, over a specific period. Positive cash flow means you have more money coming in than going out, while negative cash flow means the opposite, you're spending more than you earn. Managing cash flow effectively means ensuring that you always have enough money available to cover your expenses, save for the future, and invest in opportunities. Now that we understand what cash flow is, let's dive into the strategies. 1. Create a budget. The first step in managing cash flow is creating a budget. A budget is a plan that outlines your expected income and expenses over a specific period, usually a month. By creating a budget, you can track where your money is going and make adjustments if necessary. Start by listing all your sources of income, such as your salary, side hustle earnings, or any other money you regularly receive. Next, list all your expenses, including rent, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance, and entertainment. Once you have a clear picture of your income and expenses, you can identify areas where you might be overspending. A budget helps you prioritize your spending and ensures that you're living within your means. 2. Track your spending. Creating a budget is only the first step. You also need to track your spending to ensure you're sticking to your plan. It's easy to lose track of small purchases, but these can add up over time and throw off your budget. Use a spreadsheet, a budgeting app, or even a notebook to record every expense, no matter how small. Regularly reviewing your spending habits will help you stay on top of your finances and make adjustments as needed. Consistent tracking also makes it easier to spot patterns and identify areas where you can save. 3. Build an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a savings account that you set aside for unexpected expenses, such as medical bills, car repairs, or job loss. Having an emergency fund is crucial for managing cash flow because it provides a financial cushion that can prevent you from going into debt when unexpected costs arise. Ideally, your emergency fund should cover 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. Start by setting a small goal, like saving $500, and gradually build it up over time. This fund should be kept separate from your regular checking account to avoid the temptation to dip into it for non-emergencies. 4. Prioritize your expenses. Not all expenses are created equal. When managing cash flow, it's essential to prioritize your spending by focusing on necessities first. These include rent or mortgage payments, utilities, groceries, transportation, and insurance. Once you've covered these essential expenses, you can allocate money towards savings, debt repayment, and discretionary spending. Prioritizing helps ensure that you're meeting your most important financial obligations first, which is key to maintaining positive cash flow. 5. Cut unnecessary expenses. One of the most effective ways to improve cash flow is by cutting unnecessary expenses. Start by reviewing your budget and identifying areas where you can reduce spending. For example, you might be able to save money by canceling unused subscriptions, cooking at home instead of dining out, or shopping for groceries with a list to avoid impulse purchases. By cutting back on these expenses, you'll free up more money to save, invest, or pay down debt, ultimately improving your cash flow. 6. Increase your income. While cutting expenses is essential, increasing your income can also have a significant impact on your cash flow. There are several ways to boost your income, such as taking on a part-time job, starting a side hustle, or selling items you no longer need. If you're employed full-time, consider asking for a raise or seeking out opportunities for advancement within your company. Another option is to invest in your skills and education to increase your earning potential. By increasing your income, you'll have more money available to cover your expenses, save for the future, and invest in opportunities. 7. Plan for irregular income. If you have an irregular income, such as freelancing, gig work, or commission-based sales, managing cash flow can be particularly challenging. In this case, it's crucial to plan for fluctuations in your income by setting aside extra money during high-earning months to cover expenses during low-earning periods. This approach, often called income averaging, helps smooth out your cash flow and ensures that you have enough money to cover your expenses throughout the year. 8. Plan for the future. Effective cash flow management isn't just about covering your immediate expenses, it's also about planning for the future. Set financial goals, such as saving for retirement, buying a home, or funding your children's education, and incorporate these goals into your budget. Planning ahead allows you to take advantage of compound interest, reduce the need for loans, and avoid the stress of scrambling for funds when the time comes. 9. Use automation to stay on track. Automation can be a powerful tool for managing cash flow effectively. By setting up automatic payments for bills, savings, and investments, you can ensure that your financial obligations are met without the risk of forgetting or overspending. For example, you can automate transfers to your savings account every payday, so you're consistently setting money aside without having to think about it. Automatic bill payments can also help you avoid late fees and penalties, which can negatively impact your cash flow. 10. Monitor your cash flow regularly. Managing cash flow is an ongoing process, not a one-time task. Regularly monitoring your cash flow allows you to stay on top of your finances and make adjustments as needed. Set aside time each week or month to review your income, expenses, and savings goals. This practice helps you identify potential cash flow issues early and take corrective action before they become serious problems. By following these strategies, you can take control of your cash flow, reduce financial stress, and build a solid foundation for a secure financial future.